right, part two, my lovelies. Hey, we got to finish it off. Let's do it. Let's finish it off. Already we're rationalizing. First 1 minute. This is part two, guys. Apparently I'm losing my voice, by the way. Sorry, guys. Anyway, first minute we're already rationalizing why the ambulance was waved off. We're already rationalizing why no EMS entered the house. We're already rationalizing, Vicky. Here we go. Let's rationalize.
So I'm sorry about all of that. So you were in the middle of telling us.
Part two. This is where I'm getting from.
You know why you went over on that awful morning, and it was really because the reason Emily would have looked cold was because she had gone over there wearing shorts and a t-shirt.
Smart.
Never dreaming that Hunter Johnson would go into that house and find Xana and Ethan. If you were there when the ambulance and the police came, then obviously, you will have witnessed the fact that the ambulance didn't stay very long, right? Because tragically, there was nothing an ambulance could do.
There we go. Yeah. Rationalize. She doesn't know that.
Yeah. When I was sitting out there,
you don't know that.
The more time that goes on, the more it becomes a blur. But unfortunately, I will never be able to forget those graphic images that I have in my head. And, one of them is just
what graphic images?
Seeing my best friend sitting on the concrete, crying, not knowing what's going on. The caution tape being put up around the house.
It's graphic.
That's when I had that realization of, okay, something really bad happened. Xana's not here. Something's not right. And I kept my composure for...
Maybe she did see graphic images, but those things she just said, those aren't graphic images. Another. I think I got another Dylan on. We got another Dylan on our hands here. Conflating things together and, or is that confabulation? That's one of the two.
I want to say 30 minutes, just because my body was in this overdrive mode of, you don't know what's going on, so don't freak out and don't react, but your adrenaline is so high that now you're numb. You are numb to anything that is about to happen.
Here we go. I was in shock and trauma. Here we go. Here's another Dylan. I was in trauma. Even though I never saw anything.
So I don't recall exactly seeing the ambulance leave. But I know...
Oh, they left.
That when I kind of regained that, mental state of almost consciousness, I realized there was only police left. The fire trucks were gone. The ambulance was gone. Yep. Everybody but...
Within 2 seconds.
Abundance.
That's right, 2 seconds.
Of police officers.
So, and I didn't find that strange at all.
You guys are just sitting there. At this point...
That wasn't strange to me at all in this type of situation. Okay.
Dylan mentioned what she'd seen the night before.
No.
Oh.
No,
She was hysterical and going into theatrics.
She couldn't really get any words out. She just kept saying, I can't believe somebody would do this. I can't believe someone would do this. I don't know what's going on. I can't believe someone would do this. I didn't think anything of it. I didn't know what to believe or what to think. What was, going on.
What was real?
And it wasn't until we got the vandal alert on our phone that said we are investigating a homicide on King Road. And that's when I knew, when I did not see Xana. I knew, and that was just, my heart sank. It was an awful feeling. And then I don't know how much time passed by. We're still all sitting there. I see Hunter come up the stairs. I had to witness him, call his mom. That is an image. And
you saw Hunter come up the stairs? What are you talking about? What's she talking about, guys? She saw Hunter come... I see Hunter come up the stairs. From what? So, wow. Here we go. We got another one in this case who doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about, or she's lying, or She's in the house. What is she talking about? I see Hunter come up the stairs. What stairs? To what? Okay.
Had to witness him,
I had to witness him.
Call his mom.
Call his mom.
That is an image and a hearing.
Which
Hunter Chapin?
Hunter Chapin.
Hunter Chapin, yes, sorry. Hunter Chapin. I watched him, call his mom.
Come up the stairs? But what stairs did he come up? I don't know. What stairs, Ava? And look at her. She's lying her fucking ass off already. I could tell she's already lied. Look at that. She already fucking lied.
And it was just the most awful thing that, one, a mother or a father should never hear.
Oh, God, here we go.
But two, a mother or a father should never hear the words come out of one of their other children's mouth that the other child has passed away.
That's what happened. You can thank Dylan for that.
And then, I watched Maisie get dropped off and watched.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. Master dude. Oh, no. Not Maisie, baby. Oh, no.
Watched her walk up, and everybody was just...
those guys, the spirit guides also can't... they also are losing their voice, apparently. I don't know.
We all looked like ghosts. There was no reaction other than just tears coming out of our eyes.
Oh.
And you saw, I think, Kaylee Gonzalez's boyfriend, on-off boyfriend, Jack.
Jack.
He came up to the house, too.
Yeah,
correct. Yes, I watched him. I did not see him walk up the street.
Oh.
I saw him get out of the police car that was parked in front of the house. And I just...
Weird,
my initial reaction was, Jack, come here. Jack, sit.
Jack, sit.
Sit,
let doggy.
Me just be a good friend and make sure that his mental state is okay.
No, Jack was quite happy to sit in that police car away from everybody.
And
bye.
Sit with me. We all had to be sitting on the concrete, not knowing any information.
Actually, you shouldn't have been sitting there. See, that's the problem. The cops let you sit there, and because they're incompetent, they didn't get you to fuck out of there. When there's a mad killer on the loose that nobody has any idea who it is. Right? Ava? And I'm sitting here watching these two, and it's like, they are either completely in denial, which I think they are, and they're also, this one is absolutely off the rail here. She is in another planet, this one. Look at that. She's on another fucking planet. And this one is just trying to make money off a book. And I can't believe she thinks this is completely normal.
So we're all just a bunch of young adults.
Oh, God, here we go.
Sitting there.
Why don't the...
Oh, shit, guys. Why don't the... oh, God. Oh, my God.
Empty, but feeling a lot of emotions that are just undescribable.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's good. Don't describe.
So, that
Please.
night, were you part of the group that the police told everybody? I mean, obviously, the King Road, Bethany and Dylan, the King Road residents couldn't go back to their house, and but I know Emily and Hunter, Josie and Linda, everyone went to the Best Western. Were you in that group? Yes.
So was Dylan and Bethany.
That was an extraordinary night, right?
Yeah, just because
they all went to a hotel room, including Dylan and Bethany, and so they all talked there and got their story straight. I don't think there was any police presence there to monitor what they were saying or doing. Great job, Moscow.
I left to go to the police station.
Everybody's a suspect in this case. Remember, that night, everybody's a suspect. Moscow. And they put all the suspects into a fucking hotel.
That was around 3:30 or 4.
That's what they did.
We were at the police station for a couple of hours. And I'm trying to call my parents because my parents live in a different state than me. And I didn't know what to do. And I just remember telling my dad, I have a text message
I have a toothache.
between the two of us, and I said, in quotes, "Daddy, please come pick me up. I just want to go home." And I couldn't get my parents to come to me fast enough. Those were the people I wanted to be with. Those are my safe people. Because I still didn't fully
Those are my safe people.
understand or comprehend what was going on. So when I left the police station, my parents told me, "You need to go to your apartment and you need to pack as much as you can in a suitcase, in a duffel bag, in a backpack. Get everything that you can out of your apartment that is important to you.
Has blood on it.
Because we need to get you home. And we don't know what's going on and if and when you will be returning." So I started driving up King Street to turn onto Queen. And I couldn't. It was blocked off.
I was blocked off.
And so I'm now freaking out, being like, how am I supposed to get to my apartment? What am I supposed to do? At this point, the trailer was there. I believe there were FBI agents there as well.
Wow, that's
so
soon?
I had to park kind of around the corner. And
wow, that's a lot sooner than we thought. I didn't think they came on board until 11:15, Ava. What are you saying, FBI was there already on scene? Well, that's pretty amazing. Why would the FBI be on scene already? Unless Ava's mistaken here. Because as far as I know, they didn't come onto the case until 11:15. I don't know.
As I was walking up my street, there was media outlet. And at that moment in time...
There was media. There was media, right? Media outlets.
You can tell I was clearly distraught.
Oh, okay.
I did not want my face to be published anywhere. I wanted to get in my apartment, close all the blinds, make sure that no one can see
finish my soup
into my apartment, and pack up as quickly as I could.
My potot soup.
So
all right, baby. All right, baby.
And then you went to the Best Western.
And then I went to the Best Western. I left my truck at my apartment.
Okay.
I left everything.
Oh, you. Oh.
I packed a suitcase, a duffel bag, and a backpack.
And left it. And you left it? God.
Duffel bag and a backpack with clothes.
With clothes?
I don't even think I had a toothbrush. I didn't have my hairbrush. I had nothing.
Oh.
So, and let me.
So what were you packing?
So I mean, when you initially went over to the house earlier that day,
you're an idiot.
Because you saw Emily.
You're an idiot.
And the group completely distraught and cold. You immediately saw obviously Xana. Emily's best friend is not there. But at what point, and Xana had been with Ethan. So at what point were the other three, Ethan and
I don't know.
Kaylee and Maddie, at what point was it
I don't
obvious?
Who cares?
Or apparent to you that something terrible had happened to them?
Obviously, when I asked Emily and whispered into her ear about 30 minutes after I was comforting her, I said, "Where's Xana?" And she said she's dead inside the house. And that's kind of when I felt my heart just sink into my stomach, and I felt those emotions. And I recall, I don't know if I said this out loud or if this was something that I said in my head. I want to say I said this to Emily. I said,
Dylan.
"Where's Ethan? We need to call Ethan." And I think Emily said, "He's inside the house too." So that kind of right there, I was fully able to understand what was going on. Then
right.
I still didn't have that light bulb moment of where is Kaylee and Maddie until their locations were pinging inside the house.
Oh,
and we were tracking them. And
they were tracking them, right?
It was like, my first initial thought was, okay, their phones are in there.
Right, they're tracking them. So why is Dylan Mortensen playing stupid and doesn't know if they're still inside the house or not? Why don't you ask those fucking questions, fucking genius? Fucking genius. Yeah, they already knew where they were because they were tracking them. So when Dylan's playing stupid outside the house, oh, where are the other two? I don't know. Are they still inside the house? Bye-bye, Dylan. You should have been fucking arrested on that spot. And maybe you too at this point. I don't know, Ava. Unless you're just really dumb, like the rest of them. Yeah, they were tracking them. Remember, Find a Friend, Find My Friend? They had a couple different tracking apps. Yeah, and they all knew they were in the house, especially Dylan Mortensen. She knew they were in the house, but yet she plays stupid outside. Where's Keely and Maddie? Okay, yeah, right. You fucking liars, all of you.
But they're not. So they might be safe somewhere else. They might have been taken.
Their phones are in the house, but they may be somewhere else. Okay, sure.
Not inside that house. There's just no way that 4 young adults are dead inside this house.
Yes, there is.
I just didn't believe it. So when
So you believe the 2, but you didn't believe the other 2. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Pie-fi. Oh, my God.
that question was kind of answered when they sent out the whole vandal alert, and I think it was Emily that looked at the officer and said, "How dare you send out a vandal alert but not tell us where the rest of our friends are?"
It was Emily who got all indignant. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? And you know what? I would have fucking held her right. You know what? I said, get in the fucking... I would have cuffed her right there and fucking taken her right down to the fucking station. Fuck you. You ain't gonna be fucking talking back to me. Especially when you're a suspect in this case like this. Yeah, Emily mouthing off to the cop about the vandal alert, even though she's a fucking suspect in this case. And Hunter Johnson and the rest of them. But yet, Moscow police, being the little muffin men they are, they let her mouth off to him. They say, no, you are a fucking suspect. In fact, we have to take all of you down to the station, fingerprint you, check your clothing and your bodies, make sure you don't got any fucking major cuts on you. And then we're going to have to separate you. And then we're going to have to interrogate each one of you. And it's going to take It's going to take forever. Get comfy, kids. Get fucking comfy, kids. Because you're all suspects. None of these people were cleared. Not at that moment. Not on 11/13. Nope. But what did Moscow do? Moscow let them hang out together, drink cocoa together, sing campfire songs together. They put them up in a hotel room together. They're all suspects in this case, Moscow. You are the worst fucking police department in the history of fucking police departments. Yeah. Remember, guys, why? Because they're not psychics, right? So why are they pretending to know there's no danger? And why are they pretending to know that none of these fucking people that were sitting outside couldn't possibly have anything to do with the crime that was right by their doorsteps? Right by their doorsteps. They would be the prime suspects because they lived right next to these people. And they knew the layout of the house, and they knew how to get in and out of the house. They knew all these things. They knew who was going to be in that house. They knew there was only going to be a certain amount of people in that house. Gee, I wonder who those people could be, Vicky Ward. Hey, in your next piece of shit book, right, why don't you actually write the real story about the Idaho 4? And it says, you know what, the prime suspects are the people who lived closest to them. Like this one, for instance. Yeah.
That cop looked at us dead in the eye. And it was very emotionless. And he just said, all 4 of them are dead inside the house. And you could you could hear all of us scream and cry from miles away. We finally understood
histrionic.
What was going on.
Another histrionic one here, guys.
For senior women who...
Oof, look at that face. Oof. Stone cold. Yeah. All right, let's carry on.
Were you aware that they were dead because they'd been murdered? Not because, for any other reason? No.
Oh. Well, what'd you
And I
think?
don't know when I was able to piece that together. It might have been when we were at the police station that I fully came back into reality and was figuring out what was going on.
Another Dylan.
And I was able to piece together the fact that Dylan kept saying, how could somebody do this? How could somebody do this to them? That's when I started to understand, okay, this was not an accident.
And you fell for it.
This was not a drunken night.
And another person who fell for it, unless she's completely lying, we got another person who completely fell for Dylan's fucking bullshit.
Just didn't wake up.
So talk to me about the relationships with...
How about this?
friends.
How about this, Vicky? Where were you that night, Ava? Where were you? What did you do that night? What was your behavior that night? How comes you avoided going over to the King Roadhouse that night on a Saturday? You know what? That's interesting, guys. A couple of you brought this point up. Everybody's supposed to be an honorary fucking roommate at the house or friend that likes to hang out there all the time. But for some strange reason, on this particular Saturday night, nobody wanted to do that. Isn't that weird? But they're there all the time, like Miss Ava. She's there every fucking day. Except for that night. Amazing how, and not just her. This is with several people who just so happened to magically avoid going over there that night. Just magically didn't want to do anything. Yeah, they were too tired, or they decided they were going to go to bed early that night on a Saturday. Yeah, and then wake up magically at 3 o'clock in the morning, stay up to talk for 2 hours, and then magically fall back to sleep at 5 o'clock in the morning. Right, Ava? Yeah. Weird how that works.
In the last 2.5 years, I mean, you've all been through so much, right? Pressures
Well,
of
she hasn't.
expecting to have to testify at trial.
Well,
First
yeah,
of all,
absolutely should
you know,
have.
finding out,
Fuck yeah.
putting a face to the guy who did this when Koberger was arrested, right? And all of you, I mean, this is in the book, are scratching your heads, going,
Who is this
who is
person?
he and why? How the heck is he connected
Exactly.
to our friends? I mean, I know, Ava, you believe,
The police don't even know. That's a great question. There is no connection.
as the Gonzalez family does, as I think Emily still does, that,
Right.
Maddie was the target. I mean, I think
Whoa.
even after everything that was unsealed last week, that is what you all still believe. Can you talk about
Maddie
why?
was the target? Oh.
I obviously hate putting a personal opinion
Oh, okay.
on this topic,
But I'm going to do it anyway.
but
Go ahead.
it stands to reason
It stands to reason. Oh, don't even try.
that she could have potentially been the target.
They were all targets.
He went upstairs first
You don't know that.
for a reason.
Well, you don't know that.
So
You don't know that. So much for your stupid fucking opinions. But I'm going to give them to you anyway. Don't forget, he bypassed Dylan Mortensen's door. Yeah, he bypassed Dylan several times. And even waved hi to her. And didn't kill her. How about that, Ava? What do you make of that? What do you think about that? Do you think it might have been Dylan's friend? How about you, Vicky? What do you make of that? Did you put that in your stupid fucking book? They're all idiots. All of these people.
whether he turned right or left, we might not ever know that. But
You're an idiot.
Kaylee wasn't supposed to be there that weekend. So, there's
Kaylee wasn't supposed to be there that weekend. Right. Who got her back there? And how would Brian Koberger know that Kaylee was going to be there? Right. How did he know that Maddie was going to be there?
so many questions.
How did he know that Maddie was going to be there? I could say the same for Maddie. If you're saying that Maddie was the target, How would Brian Koberger know when he left his apartment at 2:24 a.m. that Maddie was going to be in the house? How would he know that? Ava, Vicky, and this is where it all falls apart. Because what they're trying to do here, the way they're trying to go with this, it's going to fall apart. Because Koberger was on the road. Remember? He was on the road for 2 hours. Right? Supposedly just driving around, putzing around, dicking around. How would he know that Maddie and Kaylee would be upstairs? How would he know that Maddie would even be in the house? By the time he decided he was going to do this thing, right? He would have no idea Maddie would be in that house. She could have left 4 hours ago and stayed with her boyfriend in Boise. He would not know that. Ava. Once again, these morons. They're fucking morons, guys. Now they're trying to say Brian Koberger is a psychic too. Right? Right? Fucking Vicky Ward in your stupid fucking piece of shit book. Yeah, why don't you put in there, my book's a piece of shit because I pretend that I say Brian Koberger is a psychic. He just happened to know that Maddie was going to be in the house. He just happened to know it. Remember, he was driving around for several hours. He would have no idea who was coming and going inside that house. Bye-bye. 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 Yeah. And that's where it falls apart again.
Questions that leads up to that answer as to why I think it's Maddie.
Then fucking say it. Why?
But
yeah. What?
It just stands to reason, and there's not.
There's
really
what reason?
Much of an explanation as to why I feel that way.
Then what's your explanation?
I just can feel it in my heart that
that's not an explanation.
I think that was his initial plan, and Kaylee.
You have no proof.
Wasn't supposed to be there, and unfortunately, Xana and Ethan were collateral damage.
Oh, collateral damage. Oh. Jesus. How many fucking ads are we going to put in here, Titanium? Hey, Titanium, how many fucking ads are we going to put in this one? Good grief. All right, go ahead.
You never know what a normal human being can never understand.
Oh, okay.
Why he did what he did.
Okay.
So I will never.
Okay, so you don't have an explanation. Why don't you just fucking say that? Instead of this fucking rigmarole. You're an idiot. Now we're rationalizing.
Be able to make sense of it, and I will never try to make sense of it.
Oh, okay. Pah! I will never try to make sense of anything. It sounds just like a sorority girl. You're an idiot. Oh my God.
And
Ha! Yeah, go ahead, Vicky. I wonder if Vicky's thinking, oh my God, what did I do?
In the last 2.5 years.
How stupid is she? I don't know.
This happened. I mean,
So you believe everything that you've been told, Ava. You are a Muppet. You are a brainless, empty Muppet who believes anything that people tell her. Tell you. So you fully believe what Moscow police fed you. Because you're an empty fucking Muppet. You have straw for a brain and coal for a body. Charcoal. You're a Muppet. You're a vapid, brainless fucking sheep. I don't want to try to explain it. I don't want any explanation. I believe whatever Moscow police tells me is true. I can't think for myself. I'm a sorority girl, and I could never think for myself on my own. That is you, Ava. You are a piece of fucking work, too. Just like the rest of these fucking people and your friends. You're all idiots, by the way. Yes, you are. Some more than others. Some purposeful. Some directly involved with this case. You just might be too. I'm not sure yet.
You were expecting to testify. Emily was expecting to testify.
Yep.
Hunter Johnson.
Absolutely. Put them all up. They would have all been destroyed.
Dylan, Bethany.
Oh my God.
Josie, Lyndon, maybe Kaylee's boyfriend, Jack. I mean, how has
Maisie!
that
My Maisie.
you know, how has the weight of...
Hey, don't put Maisie on the stand, Master Nature. I don't think I would have been able to see Maisie on the stand. I would have cried, and, yeah, there would have been big corn kernels coming out of my spirit eyeball. Maisie, you can't go up there. They're going to eat you for breakfast, Maisie.
That felt... I mean, you talked about the practicality difficulties, right? You were going to have to leave your job and fly back to Idaho for that.
Idaho.
What was the emotion like of that? I mean, I know that Emily, you know, delayed, didn't get the eye motion therapy, because she was told that if she did that, then whatever she said at trial could be rendered moot. You know, how has that weighed on you?
So Emily was going to get EMDR? That's weird. For what? Oh, seeing dead bodies and being like, whatever. Okay.
From the very first time I received the subpoena from again and Taylor for the preliminary hearing that was supposed to happen 2 summers ago that didn't end up happening, that was anxiety in and of itself. And I was on the phone with my
damn fucking right it should have been.
Parents all the time being like, I don't know
what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm a helpless little girl.
About this. I don't want to say something that I should.
To incriminate myself, because I really don't want to. I don't want to know what the truth is. And I actually may have information I'm not going to tell you.
Didn't say. And, you know, my dad is an attorney. So he.
Your daddy's an attorney. There we go. There we go.
Was prepping me and saying, yes, no, I don't know answers. And, you know, kudos to my dad. He did.
Why are we doing that? You have nothing to hide, right? You have nothing to hide, right? So why are we being so defensive? Why? Wow. I'll tell you what. The more I listen to her, the more I'm starting to wonder about her.
He did such an amazing job with trying to get me as ready as possible for questions that we didn't
fake
know
as
what was
fuck.
going to be asked.
You are fake as fuck.
So
yes, you are.
Was scary in and of itself. And then when the preliminary didn't happen, I was like, oh, cool. Like, I'm safe.
Oh,
now
cool. Sounds like Dylan. I swear to God. This is like a fucking Dylan clone. She is a fucking Dylan clone, this one. Oh, my God.
Then I received another subpoena.
Yeah.
And it kind of, I had that feeling spark up all over again of concerns and questions and anxiety and depression. And it did alter my life in a negative way. And I ended up going back to therapy.
Oh, okay.
And I started doing desensitization therapy. So it's called ART. It's not as intense as a ketamine treatment or MDMR, but my therapist was essentially prepping me to go and testify at trial. And I said, I want to be...
Hang on, I'm not sure what MDMR is. I know what EMDR is. No, I'm not sure what MDMR is. I have no idea. Is she getting confused between ketamine and I don't know, Molly's? I don't know.
Emotionless. I don't want the defendant himself to see that he has altered my life in a very negative way.
Oh my God. You don't... Oh my God. How many fucking ads are we going to stuff in this thing?
Altered my life in a very negative way. So then when, you know, he took the plea deal, and there's just so many different things that have happened that every single thing that comes out, emotions come with it. And I can't necessarily express if those emotions are happy emotions, if they're scared emotions, if they're overwhelming emotions.
Okay.
But it was just a sense of relief that, okay, we're not going to trial. There's not going to be any kind of question.
I don't have to hear the truth. I can avoid the truth as much as possible. I could just be a sheep and live my life.
Get off or not.
Right.
And now we do not have to subject ourselves to that situation. We do not have to damage our mental health any more than it already has.
Oh my God.
I mean, obviously,
oh my
we've all seen that the families, each of these 4 families has had
And
very different reactions.
Again, compare this to the Bundy case. That we had 2 actual survivors in that case who were horribly beaten. And they had enough. They didn't go through this bullshit, this little fluffy safe space crap with this one. They went and testified against Bundy, who was he's one of the worst serial killers ever. And they testified again. They sat right across from him. But not this one. This one had to go through therapy and, safe space. And she didn't want to hear the truth. And she wanted to avoid the truth as much as possible because she wants to be a sheep for the rest of her fucking life. Well, she joined a sorority. So there you go.
Yes. As have all of you, actually. I mean, when something this terrible happens, it doesn't, everybody deals with it in a deeply personal way. But, obviously the Chapins did not attend.
No, they didn't. Hi, Mom.
The sentencing. They just wanted to put this behind.
Yeah. Hi, Stacy Chapin. I really love you, too. Hey, you're one of me. You're one of me, actually. You gave so much, you cared so much about your son that none of your family members decided to speak on his behalf at the impact, when they were given their impact statements. Yeah, that's how much you cared about your little son. No, instead what you wanted to do was you were too busy trying to promote your book.
It's behind them, look
Fuck you.
after the surviving.
Yeah, that's a real good look, isn't it, Vicky Ward? That nobody from the Chapins fucking showed up at the victim impact part of the hearing? Yeah, I think that speaks volumes there, Vicky. You should put that in your next fucking piece of shit book. How comes nobody said anything on Ethan's behalf, Vicky Ward?
Triplets Maisie and Hunter.
Yeah, they couldn't even go there and speak on behalf of their fucking brother. That's pretty sick, isn't it, Idaho? Sick. Like this one. Sick.
In touch with them at all?
No, I was not. From the moment that this situation happened, I did not feel like I wanted to overstep into any of their personal lives of what was going on. I did not want to try and relate to their feeling at all.
Right. That's a good way of putting it.
They needed time to themselves to grieve and figure out their new way of life, that me being in touch wasn't going to make a difference. I do have...
Gee, did your daddy advise you not to talk to anybody? Probably.
Christy and Stacy on social media, and I love being able to keep up with their lives.
Did you buy her book?
The memories that they post and see the foundations and the scholarship funds that they have created over the last couple of years.
We know about that.
But I've never had a personal relationship with any of the families other than a relationship via Kaylee and Xana and Ethan, just because I knew of them because of their children, but I don't know if they ever knew of me.
Okay, y'all.
Oh my God.
I mean, obviously, again, the Gonzalez family has felt quite unsupported, to put it mildly, by the system of justice in this country, by this prosecution. They felt like they didn't have ownership in the plea deal at the end. Do you feel that you could have had more support throughout these last 2.5 years from, you were subpoenaed by the defense. I know you then spoke to somebody in Bill Thompson's office to let them know that you'd been reached out to. Did you feel supported?
In a way, yes and no.
That's a good point. See, what Bill Thompson was doing there as it got closer to trial, what Bill Thompson was doing is he was calling people that were going to be set to testify for the defense. He had the fucking pigs. He had Moscow and Idaho State Police call out to these potential witnesses, but people who are going to testify for the defense. Yeah, he had people contact them and ask them if they were going to testify for the defense. Yeah, that shit was going on as well. Yeah. So that's kind of what she's talking about here. Yeah, that's kind of shit they were pulling there. As it got closer to trial, Bill Thompson had he had the Moscow police, and he had Idaho State Police calling these potential people who were going to testify on behalf of the defense. They were calling them, asking them those questions.
I did not feel.
Yes, they did.
Like this was my battle to fight. I felt like I needed to take a back seat and really evaluate how I was affected in this situation and understand
it's all about
that
me.
The justice system doesn't necessarily owe me anything, and I'd rather have them give their undivided attention to the 4 families rather than focusing on giving and spreading themselves thin to everybody else. Do I feel that there could have been more information, released to us, or we could have been in touch? Because I would get random calls from different FBI agents, Idaho State Police, Moscow Police Department at random times.
About what? About what?
Out of the blue.
About what?
It made me wonder when they would call me, why are they asking these questions? Why is nobody preparing me for the conversations that I'm going to have with these individuals? So it's kind of a touchy subject, but to answer your question,
why is it touchy?
I felt that I was supported in the best way possible without overstepping, because I did not feel that it was my place to demand answers or demand information or demand any kind of guidance through them. Now, if trial were to have happened, I would have certainly demanded some extra support and guide me through this process. Not 24 hours before, not 3 hours before I have to testify. I need someone to help me and guide me through this at least a week before, so I know what I'm doing and make sure that I'm saying the right things.
Saying the right things.
Well,
Not telling the truth.
media.
Right.
I mean, obviously that.
Right.
You've
Right.
read the book.
We
It's a
don't
huge
want
thing in the book.
we don't want to tell the truth. We want to make sure we're saying the right things. Because I'm a sheep. And so I don't want to say anything that could mess up the truth. That's what she's saying, by the way.
But
Wow, what a piece of work this one is. I'll tell you
know
what,
that
you're a piece of
Kaylee,
work,
Maddie, and
Ava.
Zana had completely public social media accounts. Never occurred to them that could be dangerous. I mean, Emily was on public social media, and then, she got trolled, being accused of being the murderer.
Yeah.
So, what was the status of your
And
social
Hunter.
media accounts? Were they public?
And Hunter.
And, have your views
And Jack
about
DeCour.
all that changed at all?
I was public on everything. I think it was just a
Shocker.
thing for college people, or even high school, but I'm going to use college as
High
the
school is
example
no.
here,
High
to be
school is
public.
appropriate.
You wanted to show off the lifestyle that you were living. You wanted to show off, who you were. For me,
Did you do that, or was it you? Like, stop saying fucking you in generalizations. You're an idiot. So say I. You're an idiot.
it wasn't about the likes or the clicks or the sends.
Yes, it was.
It was more
Yes,
so.
Yes, it was.
I want anybody who views my profile
To like it.
see that I'm thriving.
Oh,
in life. I want people to see that this is, who I surround myself with. I surround myself with great people.
Okay.
I'm getting an amazing education at a wonderful school. I want people to see that.
Oh, okay.
we
That
went all
really
public.
worked.
And then when this obviously transpired, it altered our state of mind so much that we
It
realized
altered my state of mind. Stop fucking speaking in we. You're talking about yourself, aren't you? God, you want another one? You just want to fucking reach across the computer screen, right? Oh my God. Speak in your tense. Speak for yourself. Jesus, what is it with these fucking people?
realized,
My
wow,
God.
anybody could have a stalker. Anybody
Oh,
could
here we go.
view your profile and figure out any kind of information about you.
You just realized that?
So we all went private. I know some
Oh.
people
I went private.
did end up putting their social medias back on public. I am still private to this day on everything.
Good for you. I bet
So
that
that's a
bothers
big-
you. That
that's a
bothers
big
you, doesn't it?
change.
That's a big change.
When was the last time?
That's the hardest thing I ever
you
did in
and
my
I
life.
met in person in Moscow last
Oh my
summer,
God.
and I know that was the first time you had been back to campus in a very long time, right? It was the first time. So walk us through that. I mean, after the murders, you went home. Did you come back before Christmas?
So after everything transpired on November 13th, I went home for, I would say, 2.5 months.
Oh, okay.
And I did not come back until the middle part of January.
And they caught him, and by then Koberger was arrested.
Yes, so I felt a little bit at ease. Now, if an arrest still hadn't been made, I don't believe I would have gone back. And unfortunately, that would have changed everything. But I was in the mindset that I had one more semester left, and I was not about to let this situation change my trajectory in my education. My education is so important to me. So I decided to go back to U of I. And my parents, I did not move apartments. I stayed on King Street. My parents took turns living with me the entire semester.
Oh, God.
So when I went back in January, my dad stayed with me for a month. And then when he would go home, my mom would come and stay with me for a month. And so they switched off pretty much until I graduated.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
What an adult.
then
Wow, you're
You
such
never
an
went
adult.
back
I'll tell you
until
what.
for a year, right? It took you, or 2 years.
Wow. Oh my God, Master.
For a year, right? It took you, or 2 years.
No. So I graduated with my bachelor's degree in 2023. And again, I decided that this incident was not going to sink me, and it was not going to change my trajectory. It was not going to alter the plan that I had.
Okay, well, you weren't even there. What are you talking about?
And
you weren't in the house. You don't know anything. You're trying to say you don't know anything.
ended up going back 2 months later, living in the same apartment, and
With my dad and
got
mom.
my master's degree.
Oh,
So
God. Oh, God.
I was there
alone.
alone. During that portion of my master's degree, I stayed for the fall semester. I was still working for the football team, so I wanted to get through football season. And then finally, after one whole year after the incident occurred, I decided it was time to move. So I quit my job with the football team. I still was getting my master's degree. It was a fully remote program.
Of course.
And I moved, and then I got my master's and started working. So in a sense, I feel really, really accomplished and really good about myself that I did not let that sink me.
Why would it sink you?
It did take my mental health, but I knew at the end what was important in my life, and that was my education and my family and my safety and where I needed to be.
Oh, God. Okay. All right. She's like,
So,
you're an idiot. There's
here
nothing
we
much
are,
else I can say to you.
nearly 3 years on. They got
You
the
got a
guy
master's
who's
degree.
gonna
Are you
spend the rest of
are you pulled
jail
on my yank?
in his life,
You pulled on my yank.
in jail for the rest of his life. Talk to me about the Idaho 4. the victims who are at the center of the book.
Yeah, what about them?
Did James Patterson and I get them right?
No.
Absolutely.
No, you didn't.
They were
Did I get them right?
Individuals. And
oh, here we go. What made you?
She was a powerhouse.
Oh, powerhouse.
She was just a little spark plug.
Spark plug.
And, everybody had their different personalities. We all came from different backgrounds. But we all were there for the same thing. We all loved each other the same way. And I, couldn't be more happy with how my friends, Kaylee, Ethan, Maddie, and Xana, have been projected throughout this entire process, whether it was the book, the documentary, other documentaries that people are making,
Hollywood, baby,
media outlets. It's nice to see that everybody is saying
they had cute bunny noses and cute button eyes. Yeah, they were spark plugs. Okay. Yeah, but again, we still can't describe them as actual people.
Saying these nice things about them, but specifically in the book, since you did talk to the closest people to them, that's their stories. That's them to a T. And it was really comforting to read and look back at some of the memories that we have made with our friends.
Like what?
That's now in a book.
Like what?
For the rest of the world.
Did you also did you get your $34 back?
To see and the rest of the world to read and fully understand that they don't want to be labeled as these victims. They don't want to be labeled as the Idaho 4. They want to be known as Kaylee, Ethan, Maddie, and Xana, and who they were as people, not because of what happened to them, but what they were before.
The problem, though, is none of their so-called fucking friends have been able to describe them as real fucking people. You're part of the problem. And this one, too. Their families can't even do it. Well, what made him a fun-loving guy? Well, he just was. Well, because when he walked into a room, he just lit up the room. We've been through this. None of them can describe them as anything but caricatures, right? Or non-human beings, with cute bunny noses and cute button eyes and a cute bunny tail. We don't get them as people because you fucking people, you can't describe them. Well, Ethan was such a generous guy. Okay, well, what made him generous? Well, he just was generous. He just was. Okay, he walked into a room and he lit up the room and everybody said, man, what a generous guy he is. Okay, yeah, no, that's not how, no.
And I think that you did.
That's the problem with these fucking people, though. They can't even describe them.
A marvelous job at protecting that.
Okay, well, what made him special, Ava? Ask her, Vicky. What made him special? Go ahead. Do it.
Ava. Wow. Well, thank you. It's a responsibility telling the narrative of someone's life. And I'm sure we'll have you back. There's more to come. I'm thrilled on a personal level that you have thrived so magnificently in the face of such.
What a fucking hack. This is a fucking hack, man.
Anything
I'll tell
else
you what. You're
before
a hack.
I let you go today that you'd like to add?
You're a fucking hack.
I think the most important thing for me,
for you,
is while this is over, now that the sentencing is done, we still, as the friends and the families, we still have to hear about it. And we don't want his name to constantly be highlighted. He is less than human. He is not even an individual at this point. I now refer to him as the defendant. I don't even feel that he deserves his initials to be said.
But you still can't describe how he committed the crime. You still can't describe what his motive is. You still can't describe how he pulled this crime off. You still can't describe any connection between him and the 4 victims. You can't describe any of this, and neither can the prosecution. So you can call them all the names you want, but you still have no idea who did this and why and how. Nope. And nope and nope. You got somebody who pled guilty to this crime. That's true. But in terms of all the other details, you have no idea.
So
None.
with the Moscow Police Department
None.
This credit card.
coming out, obviously that is going to spark conversation with a lot of people.
Oh, you think?
Do I feel that it's appropriate for people to be discussing those documents
Absolutely.
on such a personal level and sharing their opinions
Yep.
and conspiracy theories?
Fuck you. They're not conspiracy theories, cunt. That's in English vernacular, cunt.
The internet via TikTok lives or Instagram reels or creating their own videos and sharing their own personal opinions about it.
Like me.
No. But there's nothing that I can say or do that is going to change what these other people do with their personal lives. If they want to talk about it, I think that they should talk about it in a private.
We're not sheep. Hey, Ava, we're not sheep like you.
Forum.
We want to know what happened here. We want to know how somebody can just magically know that people are going to be home when he has no idea that they're going to be home. Like that, Ava. You can't even answer that fucking question, and neither can you. Hey, sheep. Bye-bye, sheep. Bye-bye, sheep. Bye-bye. I think we're almost done, guys.
Just because
You're a sheep.
we see that.
You're a sheep.
We as the families and the friends.
You're not part of the family. You're not part of the 4 families. Fuck you. Now here we go. Now she's lumping herself in when she wants to.
We can see what these people say online about these documents or about our friends or about the defendant himself.
Uh-huh.
And so that has for sure been the hardest process to grasp while trying to heal and grieve through this. Is just...
Why don't you blame Moscow police and Idaho State Police for doing such a fucking shitty job with this case? Why don't you fucking blame them?
Hearing people's opinions and...
Just like your stupid fucking opinions. That don't mean shit. Your opinions don't mean shit either. But the defense felt you might have some things to say, and it's unfortunate this never went to trial, because I would have really loved to see your fucking ass up there on the stand. Fuck you. And I'd also like to know what Mr. Nick Batante, what he fucking questioned you about, you fucking lying C.
I'm not curious to know the why or...
There you go, because you're sheep.
To know all the answers to all these documents for someone who is so closely affected, then why are these individuals who are not closely affected grasping at the why?
Unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable.
That's hard.
Because it's called true crime, moron. Because it's called Nothing in This Case Makes Sense. It's because Bill Thompson never had a case. It's because Bill Thompson even said himself, I couldn't put Brian Koberger at the scene of the crime. It's these questions, moron. You're a fucking sheep. I can't believe you even graduated high school, let alone fucking went to, oh my God. Well, I know how you got into the University of Idaho. Your daddy, probably. You're an idiot.
Come back.
She's an idiot.
Talk about whatever is going to unfold in your future.
Please
But
don't,
thank you
Ava.
very, very much.
Go away, disappear forever.
Fine.
Disappear.
Thank you.
Forever. Bye-bye.
Everyone.
All right, guys, that's it. I had enough. Okay. Hope you liked that one. That was part 2 of Miss Ava. Yeah. I think she should have been locked up too, by the way. Just for being a stupid moron. Just for being a fucking moron. Oh my God. Lock her up for being a sheep. I mean, how could you not want to know what happened in this case? I don't know. Well, I kind of do know. It's Idaho for you, baby. A lot of sheep out there in Idaho land. Oh, yes, there are. Okay. Bye-bye. Love you. Bye-bye, babies. Bye-bye.